Man was just taking a peek over the edge of a cliff when, to his surprise, he tripped and fell down. The woman behind him screamed in fear. Quickly, she rushed down the nearby path to check on him. She found him in agony, hardly able to move. The woman quickly took off her jacket to cover him and used another piece of clothing to cushion his head, hoping to ease some of his pain. Unfortunately, the man couldn't even feel his own hands at this point. Asked him to look around for some pieces of wood to stabilize his broken arm. His pain was so intense that he could barely breathe. The woman quickly gave him some painkillers from her pocket. With the help of the medicine, the man felt a bit relieved. Seeing her recently established boyfriend injured like this, the woman couldn't express how she felt. However, given their current situation, she couldn't afford to be sentimental. Had to guide him forward because they hadn't had food for 5 days while stranded in the mountains. All of a sudden, the man started vomiting violently. They had no choice but to rest for a while. The woman found a relatively comfortable place for the man to lay down and checked his injuries. She saw bruises all over his stomach, and seeing this, the man burst into tears. He knew he couldn't walk anymore, but he didn't want to leave his beloved woman behind in the mountains. He decided to stay while he sent the woman to find help. The woman had no choice but to leave, promising him she'd get back with help. Before long, the woman arrived at a forest. She was nearly out of energy when she suddenly heard something. She immediately stopped and looked around, breaking into a cold sweat when a wolf appeared in her view. Suddenly hungry, she turned and ran for her life. But a worn-out woman couldn't outpace a wolf. When the wolf was about to catch her, she scrambled up a tree, grabbing a branch and furiously hitting the wolf with it. The pain caused the wolf to turn and run away. Seeing it disappear, the woman jumped down and tried to leave, but she didn't get far before tripping over a fallen branch. At that moment, the wolf rushed towards her again. She quickly took off her coat, wrapped it around her arm, and prepared for a desperate fight. Harsh visuals won't be described in detail, but against all odds, she managed to defeat the wolf. After running out of the forest, she finally found a road. However, her worn-out body collapsed. When she woke up, she was in a hospital. When she asked about the man, her mother said he was just in the next room. After they both got discharged, they returned to the cliff where they first met. Holding each other's hands, they marveled at the beauty and miracles of life.